I will make the following disclaimer. The parties involved in this story were, during the events herein described, heavily intoxicated on vodka. They'd been drinking all day. They were also stupid teenagers. That doesn't quite excuse what they did, but it might explain it a little bit. Alright, so without further ado, fasten your seatbelts, for here is Dungeons & Drownings, the prequel. Alright, now you'll recall the protagonist of our last story was the son of the man who decided that it was fun to drown squirrels. And basically, that has been a family tradition, because they live in an area where there's like 25 squirrels per square mile. They are just infested with squirrels, overrun by squirrels. They get a vote in city council. They have so many squirrels.
Wow, that's a lot of squirrels.
Not 1/3 of a person, but a whole person per squirrel.
Wait, do the squirrels pay taxes then if they get a vote?
Yes,
Yes, but they pay in leaves, acorns, and no defecating on public monuments.
That's a lot of the ones that they don't like.
That's good payment.
Yeah,
It's really irritating.
It works out better than you might think.
Continue!
That's neither here nor there. So,
Well, it's probably there.
basically,
It's definitely
his dad
here.
has hunted squirrels, his grandpa's hunted squirrels, they've all hunted squirrels to save their papa from just infestation, because they tear up everything. The squirrels can be just a very destructive force.
Oh, gun
But he spun
underwater.
us one particular tale, of which he was a young man, a teenager really, 15 going on 16.
How many times I gotta
Him
shoot
and a
friend?
Our control point is being captured.
Oh, you're an unfriendly heavy. Okay, hi. He spun us when him and a friend, they were just stone cold drunk. They'd been drinking vodka all day, as I said earlier, which, because we live in isn't really uncommon. There's a lot of underage drinking.
Oh. To be
Sounds like where I live, and you know.
And
Underage drinking, I'm gonna guess Clantucky.
you don't get a guess. Clyde got guesses, and Benefactor Alpha got guesses, but you don't.
I don't get guesses.
Ooh.
Is that 'cause I was right?
Aw, snap.
Mission begins in
No, it's because you didn't go through the proper application.
I want to fill out applications.
Hello to Rasputin.
Alright. Okay.
Howdy ho.
Anyway, they
Howdy,
decide
bud.
they're going to help Dad with the squirrel hunting business, and they have a really harebrained idea, because it came from the mind of a stupid teenager who was very drunk. Now, you know those bottles of aspirin that you can get at the drugstore for about $50?
Chris.
It's one of those surplus discount bottles that comes with about 50 pills in them. You know those?
Yeah.
A little known fact, but enough acetaminophen, which is the ingredient in those, will get you high if you take enough. Now, you'll die from liver failure really soon because you have to take that much of it, but it will. And they decide, basically, they're going to do this. They're going to take all these pills of aspirin. They're going to put squirrel feed on them, which is just totally irresistible to squirrels. And they will just eat it up. And they are going to sprinkle these aspirin covered in squirrel feed all throughout the yard. So, very quickly, they get two squirrels that come out of nowhere to feast on the squirrel feed, which they don't know is aspirin. And they just start and eat 1 pill, 2 pill, 3 pill, 4 pill. Eventually, one little squirrel gets up to about his dozenth pill, and he just falls over dead. Literally, he's in mid-bite, and he just collapses dead. His liver must have exploded or something, because he just had a massive systems failure. And the other squirrel, he's on about his 10th pill, and he just stops, and he looks up, and he's just sitting there. Now, I don't know if you know this, but that is extremely unnatural for squirrels to just sit down. He is just sitting there and looking around. The squirrel is high on aspirin. He is just sitting there looking around, probably thinking, dude, look at all the colors. Which is really creepy because they see it black and white. But anyway, it's neither here nor there.
Oh, dang it.
Oh,
train.
So he's just sitting there. So they go catch him in a net. And he's sitting inside this net. Again, he's just looking around. He's not thrashing about or anything. He's not moving. He is just breathing and looking around. That's all he's doing. So his friend picks up the squirrel and he's like, all right, let's finish the job. And the guy says, you know, that's cruel. What, you know, the squirrel lived. Why do we have to kill the squirrel? His friend says, well, he's going to die really soon, which is a valid point. Squirrel eats 10 aspirin. He might not be dead now, but give him 15 minutes and he will be. So they decide they're going to finish the job. And how are they going to do it? They're wondering. The guy wants to do it mercifully. You know, pop him in the head, break his neck, something. His friend has a better idea. He says, "I'll be right back." He goes, "All right." And he's just drunk on vodka, so he really doesn't care. He takes a squirrel internet, he walks off to their garage. About a couple seconds later, he starts hearing this. It's the whirring of some kind of, he doesn't even know what it is. But then he hears this massive crunch, just this. And he just looks up like, what the hell was that? But because he's high on vodka, he's just like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. So the guy comes back out of the garage, and his pant legs are covered in blood. Really, from about his kneecaps down, he's got blood stains all over his jeans. And he's like, what the hell did you do? And the guy says, dude, I think I broke your lawnmower.
Oh.
He says, you broke my lawnmower? My mom is gonna kill me. What did you do? He says, you gotta come see. So he does. He comes around to the garage, and when he gets into the garage, there is this massive pool of blood in the garage. It is about 1.5 yards big. 1.5 yards big, and it just goes throughout. And there's, you know, spatter everywhere. Part of it's running across the wall. And in the middle of it is the body of a beheaded squirrel. A perfectly good squirrel, sans head, laying in the middle of this massive garage blood pool. Come and knock on our door. Oh, and he looks at this.
Our control point is
Just
being
like, dude,
captured.
what did you do? He said, well, I thought it'd be cool to just, you know, take the squirrel's head up the lawnmower. So, he looks at the lawnmower. He looks at the lawnmower and he looks underneath it, and all of the parts of this lawnmower are just smeared in blood. They got little parts of squirrel bone left in the little cogs. But he looks at the central blade, and it is just bent in half.
What?
How would you do it to a lawnmower?
How? Wait, what?
The blade off a lawnmower is just bent in half.
That's one squirrel ain't going down without a fight. Amazing.
That squirrel head must have taken a lot of effort to break through. And he says, you know,
Edible squirrel.
he left us with this thought. He said, because keep in mind, the guy's like 26 now, so it's been going on 11 years. This story took place 11 years ago. And he leaves us with this thought. You know, we really should get around to replacing that lawnmower.
Nice.
Oh man.